How to reduce any sort of noise, buzz, or hum when recording electric guitar. So the number one thing is pickup selection. If you're using a single coil guitar on a position that utilizes only one pickup. So on a Strat, for instance, that would be like the neck by itself or the bridge by itself. You're more likely to get noise. Those just naturally generate noise. If you put it in a position that utilizes two pickups together, that will cancel a lot of the noise. The next thing to try to improve is your signal to noise ratio, and that's basically the amount of guitar signal coming in versus the amount of buzz or hum or anything like that. And one of the best ways to deal with this is with a DI box, such as this Warm Audio DI box here. If you use something like this, you'll likely have controls for ground lift, maybe phase flip, and maybe even an input pad. All these things you can play around with, toggle on and off, and see what helps make your signal to noise ratio better. The next thing to look out for is input gain. You're gonna wanna make sure your guitar is coming in between -12 and -18. If you go too loud, you're gonna be hitting your amp sims too hard and overdriving and introducing a lot more noise. The final thing you can do if you're recording with pedals or amp sims or anything like that is to introduce an input gate or some sort of noise gate on your guitar. Sometimes you just can't get rid of the noise, and so the noise gate will remove all the noise when you're not playing, and then when you come back in and play, there'll be a little bit of noise, but you can't hear it because you're playing. Also, in terms of pedals and effects, if you're stacking overdrives, that amplifies noise a lot, so you're going to want to be careful with that. Not to say don't do it, just be careful with it. Also, any sort of compression will add noise, so if you have a high gain situation, you probably don't need a compressor pedal or effect. All that to say, you'll probably never completely get rid of guitar noise when you're recording, but hopefully some of these tips will help you manage it and make it, so you still get good recordings.